It has been exactly 2 years since the Gaza war started. October 7, 2023 was the date. And since then, over 67,000 lives have been lost. The enclave is filled with death and utter destruction. It's a shadow of its former self. More than 2 million Gazans living in the midst of that humanitarian crisis, out of shelter, out of food, continuously displaced from one end to the other amid the Israeli strikes and warnings. In neighboring Egypt, meanwhile, mediators from both Hamas and Israel are set to hold another round of indirect talks aimed at ending that war, based on a plan backed by US President Donald Trump. And the Egyptian state-linked media reporting that the first round of talks on Monday concluded in a positive atmosphere. Qatar's foreign ministry spokesperson said many details of Trump's Gaza plan need to be worked out, while Hamas said it is attempting to overcome any kind of obstacles in implementing the Trump-backed plan to end the war. Listen to this.
The movement's delegation, participating in the current negotiations in Egypt, seeks to overcome all obstacles to achieving an agreement that meets the aspirations of our people and our people in Gaza.
But amid all of this, the war in Gaza continues. Israeli tanks, boats, jets allegedly pounded parts of Gaza today. Residents in Khan Yunis in southern Gaza and Gaza City in the north reported heavy bombing from tanks and planes in the early hours. Displaced Gazans are hoping that the talks in Egypt finally lead to a ceasefire.
Today is October 7th. It's been 2 years that we are living in fear, horror, displacement, and destruction. We are living a difficult life in bitterness and misery. We are hoping with these new negotiations to reach a ceasefire and a final end to the war. We are exhausted from this journey, and it has been 2 very difficult years for us.
And on the other side, Israelis paused to the memorial sirens heard across various parts of the country, marking the 2nd anniversary of the October 7 attacks. Like many Gazans, Israelis are also demanding for the war to end.
Sound of the guns that we hear right now, we don't understand it. We want that the peace will stop, the fire will stop, so all the hostages will come back. And to finish this that all the hostages will come back and will close this event.
And earlier today in Jerusalem, families of hostages and supporters protested outside the residence of the Israeli Prime Minister, calling for the release of all the hostages. While in Indonesia, hundreds of pro-Palestine protesters rallied outside the US Embassy in Jakarta, demonstrating against American support for Israel and the ongoing violence in Gaza. Similar scenes also witnessed in Sydney, where a small group of supporters gathered to attend a rally in support for the people of Gaza.
Genocidal murderous.
And as the war is now in the 3rd year, 2 years since the war started, tensions in West Asia continue to simmer. In an interview, in fact, the Israeli Prime Minister has alleged that Iran is currently developing intercontinental ballistic missiles which could potentially reach major cities on its east coast, like Washington, D.C., New York, Boston, Miami. Netanyahu claiming that Iran's ballistic missiles have a potential range of nearly 8,000 kilometers, and with another 3,000 kilometers, the entire U.S. East Coast is within its target range. Within Israel, Netanyahu's unpopularity continues to be in the focus. An Israeli poll stating that 64% of Israelis believe Netanyahu should bear responsibility for the October 7 attack and resign. As international and domestic pressure continues to mount, all eyes remain on the Gaza talks in Egypt. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.